What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Jack. Guys, I don't know if you can believe this, but this is episode 39, which means that the next episode, 40. Now, you guys haven't seen all the episodes because early on, as we started establishing, there was definitely some problems in editing where we didn't catch some audio or other audio, there's blips and bloops, etc. But we are coming up on 40, so I'm pretty excited about that. Jack, are you excited about having done 40 episodes of Drawing with Jack?
It just seems like it hasn't really been real, because I just kind of have been working on the, the pages, and it's just like I show up, I draw, it's fun, I hang out with you guys. I haven't been counting really, so it's just like to already be at 40, that just
wild?
It's wild. It is wild. I haven't been keeping track. They say, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I have been just having fun doing this stuff with you, and I'm very surprised to already be at 40.
That's why I was calling it out, because I was just, I've been just putting numbers so I know which episodes to refer to, just know the sequence, know where we're at. And then I was also like, oh, Tuesday. Okay, cool. We're coming up on 40. So that means that, I was also surprised, as you're saying, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. Because we just show up and do these things. It was the same thing that I was talking with Aaron about, because we're wrapping up episode 3 as far as the story structure is concerned. And we're just like, holy crap. It's just, here it is again. There's just, I do the same thing that you do. I just show up, we do the thing for a little bit, for the couple hours that we hang out, and then we go our way. So it's it doesn't feel real, but every time we come back, there's more progress. And then I check in, I'm like, oh, wow, we made progress. This is cool. Evidence of our progress. Just I'm sure you come back to the drawing, you're like, okay, this is where I was last week or a couple of days ago.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's not a thing that's even necessarily linear, it's a thing that's just hey, I'm doing this at this time. It's become pretty regular and fun. And I'm just doing it, and you're not counting it, because it's why count it? It's just fun to show up and chat and draw. I mean, it's fun for me to draw. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fun. It's fun for me to watch you draw as we have wild conversations that we have. So yeah, I 100%. I will not draw your attention to it again until it's a very significant number. I'm going to say that. Because it was more incidental that I noticed it, rather than an intentional counting of things to measure any sort of thing. It was just the catalog to keep an order, so sequentially what happened and then what happened next. Because sometimes the podcasts are interconnected to each other. And so I've been thinking about grouping them. So that's one of the things, because it can be oh yeah, in this episode we talked about this, then you could get a quick.
Well, it doesn't give me any stress or anything, you can definitely keep track of the podcast. I hadn't been, so I just didn't have any concept of where we were, and to be it. I mean, if you had asked me today, which one do you think this is? I would have been I don't know, 20. Right. You'd have been fuck you, it's fucking 39, bitch.
Right, not crazy.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that could have been a different style of lead-in for sure. Some podcasters would. So I mean, I guess that's legit. It's a method that could have been done. But while I was gone, I think it was a couple of months ago now, maybe just 6 weeks. Oh no, geez, it's only been a month. You guys called out that it was it was getting up there. I think you were calling out that it felt like something around 25 episodes or so. And that's when I started thinking about it too, being where are we in this?
Dude, so. It's great to be this deep in, and have it still be a thing that we're doing, and people are coming by. I really enjoy it. Again, I'm not doing it because I'm trying to be a podcaster,
right. Yeah. I was thinking about that today too. We're incidentally making a podcast. It's not because I want to do a podcast. Actually, the point of this podcast specifically is to show off the work that you're doing, that you're capable of, and that you consistently do. But then also, we're hanging out. So
yeah. I mean, it's fun, like it's good that there can be a space made for the kind of conversations that we have, from just, hanging out and, watching someone draw. Like it really speaks to the power of a creative, skill, I guess. I don't want to like toot my own horn or anything like that, but just like doing something creative, having a creative pursuit, it gives the opportunity for many things, and it stirs many different sensibilities, So
I think what you're saying is creativity spawns creativity.
Yeah, I
agree. We kind of touched on this, and I think we touched on it in two different ways at the beginning of Tuesday's episode, where we're kind of talking about like that idea that it like you were coming at it from one direction, and I can't remember what it was. This might be the direction you're coming from, but I think it was the one I was coming from, where it's just like it's cool that when people see the art, they're like, "Oh, you guys are doing something. We want to do some voices." Or we're whatever the part of the project they want to do. Kate came in and like was doing the singing. She'll get to, when we get back together to do music for episode 3. She'll get to see her character drawn for the first time, unless she's been like tuning into the podcast and we don't know about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is impressive to think that there are just like different creative pursuits, like all going towards the same end, and they're all like feeding into one another. I mean,
what's up, buddy? Welcome to Drawing with Jack. I apologize for interrupting, Jack. That must be Joe Morgan who has arrived into the chat. Welcome, buddy.
Hello, thank you.
How are you?
Not the best day, but it's all right.
Oh no, you're having one of those too, huh?
What's that?
One of those too.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of chaotic energy right now.
It's going around.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Like I've been talking to people. You'd think that it was just in your area, but like Jack lives, completely far north of where I'm at. You guys are just south of that. I talked to Aaron, and it's like crazy where he's at as well. And it's not just about like weather or like flu or something. It's just like the days feel weird and high stress for no reason.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Stress for no reason.
We're entering Virgo, and if you're a Virgo, I feel sorry for you, because that's your life 24/7.
I did live through my first haboob this week. That was exciting. I learned what a haboob is.
Okay, well, enlighten us. What is a haboob? Because it's a fun word to say, and also definitely a joke.
It's super fun to say. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a windstorm, but a certain type of windstorm. It's like a big old cold front, and it whips up a shitload of dust, and then it rains. So when the rain starts, it rains mud on you for a while.
Wow.
And that's pretty wild.
Wow. Sometimes you hear about what nature does, and you'd be like, wow, y'all wild. Like physics just add up to some crazy things.
Yeah.
So
cool,
it sounds
like
an old-timey word. When was the last time this happened? Do you know?
Before this time, it happens, from what I understand, up to a couple times a year. And they mentioned this was the biggest here since 2011.
The biggest of boobs we've ever seen.
Exactly. Yeah, like I mentioned that I wasn't.
We'll see.
Right. And as not good as I was feeling, like just saying the word haboob a few times, I'm like good as new.
Doesn't it bring a smile to your face to be in an environment
does
where
indeed.
you could talk about the haboobs you're experiencing regularly or irregularly, depending on who you are and where you
are? Sort of. Yeah, this is what they call our monsoon season, which is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, they say that across the country, but then you hear about where the monsoons actually come from. I think it's Thailand, and I think I'm mispronouncing that. And you're like, oh shit, no, that's a monsoon. That's torrential rain.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about steady downpours of rain.
Right. And I think the timing is a big part of it. Like there's a season for it.
Gotcha. Aaron Kozbial, welcome to the chat. You're here with Drawing with Jack. And Joe Morgan. You remember our old friend Joe?
Hi, Aaron.
Come back again to spend some time with us, and we're glad to have him. If you guys don't know, if you're like wondering to yourself, oh my God, wait, we're about to hit the 40th episode of Drawing with Jack, and in this fantastic saga, Joe Morgan has never appeared. That's right, because he's on a hidden episode that's so hidden that nobody's ever seen it because the audio crapped out. And you hear me talking to myself for 2 hours. I mean, it might be a fun recording at some point. We could fill in with Muppet voices or something. I don't know. But it would be like it would be a blast to recreate some dialogue from nothing. Aaron, how are you feeling?
Sure.
Are you still feeling funky from yesterday?
I mean, I'm not. I'm like at 20% of myself, so I'm not actively sick.
So if you're 6 feet tall, you're talking about what is a fifth of 6 feet? That's how tall you are? 5/6 of a foot?
6'2".
I'm bad at math. Okay.
I'm only good at making math jokes. I'm not actually good at the math.
I can't do it on the fly. So 2, right, times 6, 12 times 6 gets 80 plus 2. Doing it. We all know what this is. 74 inches is how tall you are. So we only need 20% of it. That's how tall you are right now?
Yep. Yeah, I'm only like up to my ankles or something.
Oh, yeah, 14.8 inches, so just about over a foot. If you guys got that way before I did, yeah, out to your ankle. So, how did you even drive and see over the steering wheel and pump the brakes and gas at the same time as you got everyone that was supposed to go?
A great question.
I mean,
I might have hit people, but I don't know because I couldn't see.
Okay, so you were just under the dash, kind of driving by muscle memory through the streets of Maumee, hoping that nothing interfered.
Exactly.
Jeez, the life and times of Aaron Kozbial, that 1.5 foot man.
Sometimes you gotta just take care of yourself and then not worry about other people.
I did, and that is the true joke. We know that he shrunk down to a minuscule man because he's revealing a dark and puny heart. Feel better, buddy. That's why I'm being jovial, is because I'm like, oh no, Aaron's not jovial. Then somebody's got to be jovial because you got to bring the spirits back up, right? That's our intended purpose of comedy.
Very much. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad you're going to be able to make up for whatever my brain can't think.
Oh wow, no, that's putting a lot of burden on me. I don't have any zingers stuck in any of my pockets to be able to do that. But hopefully we will.
I'm sort of more like a musket today, so like I might be able to shoot one shot and then it'll take me 10 minutes to reload.
Okay. Wow, that was a
musket
sleeper.
is a very clean way to say that.
That was
well done.
Yeah. I have to give you props, bro. That was
muskets are like, oh shit, we're back. Nobody told us.
Yeah, exactly. And be like, bang. We're like, there's the Kozbial musket being fired.
No, people are making musket jokes again. Dude, we're back.
So back. We're back.
And muskets are just a female Elon Musk.
Joe, the last time we talked to you, you said that you were about to just do a musical bingo.
Yes.
How's that been going?
It's slowly but surely. So far, it's been at a hip hop store called Trill.
Cool. Shout out to Trill.
Yeah, and by hip hop store, it's kind of, they've got collectibles, like figurines and stuff of different hip hop figures and a bunch of records and a lot of clothes like that you would like, most of which is like 90s hip hop culture clothes, like big starter jackets and some basketball jerseys. Pretty cool.
How long has this store been in business?
Since the 90s. This is just original.
Is it they just had the same backstock?
They're just selling boxes.
Joe. Joey.
Oh, did we lose Joe?
Uh-oh. He was telling Steve.
No.
Guys, we've lost Joe to the CIA. Or the
Oh,
EDA.
no.
We're not sure. There was ISIS moved in, and they have planted DNA on him, proving that he's Hispanic. And he's going to be deported to an unknown city and state.
That's unfortunate.
So his soul lives on. If you guys want to join the Discord at any point, you can do that and live on with Joe's soul here, which we will leave as a memorial to him forever. God, I really hope he's okay, because it'd be super weird if it turned out that at this moment Joe had gone dark forever and we find out, yep, that's how I feel about that.
That would be weird, yeah.
Okay, well, memorial's over.
Back.
Did you get to call out again today? Joe.
Joe.
What's up, buddy?
All right.
He's back?
So no harm has befallen you.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay, good.
Did I drop out?
So great.
Yeah, you did. I couldn't hear anything you said. So how long has that hip hop store been in business?
2017. That was one of the questions I had, actually. They had a write-up in July about the store in the Arizona Republic. Cool story. Like the owners from South Central LA and just opened the business here. I guess he had been a producer or
hip-hop culture, so
right. whatever there is here of it, I think he brought it here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I recommend the article. It was it's everything I know is pretty much from that.
Sweet. That's cool.
Yeah, they've been good to me so far.
Sweet. And then you have you're doing the bingo. People do they like get it? Do you explain it to them beforehand that it's like a different type of bingo?
Yeah, they seem mildly confused at first, but when they get their bingo card in front of them, that kind of explains everything, because it's a bingo card. They're looking down at it. They've got a pen in their hand, and they see on the bingo card there's no numbers, but there's song titles or words. And then I explained to them quickly, like, we'll be playing songs, and some places don't want me to say the name, some places do. And this place says, go ahead and say the name, and that way everybody knows what's on their card. Like there's no, and I prefer it that way, because otherwise, if there's a song that's on their card, I want them to know.
Right.
That's what trivia is for, is knowing or not knowing. With bingo, like, you're not going to say I-17 and somebody's not going to know if they have it or not. So,
Joe, I forgot. I should back up just for the sake of people who are hearing this now, because we're coming at this topic that is really novel, and I forgot how novel it is until we start talking about it again. Do you want to explain? Do you want to explain how this game works again?
Yeah.
Because you mashed up two things and made it real cool. I don't know if you guys remember from when he was last year. It was in the early 20s when Joe was last year. It's been a while ago.
The early 20s.
Yeah.
That was a fabulous show.
Yeah, exactly. It was a hell of a show you guys missed there. Yeah. So what? First of all, why can't you say the name of it in some places?
Why can't I say the name of what?
You can't say the name of the game at some locations?
Oh, no. Some places don't want me saying the name of the song that I'm playing.
Oh, I got you.
So, like, if somebody doesn't know the song that I'm playing, then it could be on their card and they wouldn't know it.
Gotcha.
So they could have a winning card. But if say they
didn't know the title, they don't
recognize that clip of the song.
Right. A good example of that would be Sir Duke, a song from Stevie Wonder. Goes like, you can feel it all over. That one. I didn't know the name of that for years.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell. I know that song, but I couldn't tell you the name of it.
Right. And I heard it on a bar, at a bar once, and like, there was a jukebox. Like, what is the name of this? So I went and looked. Oh, okay. So now I know.
Shazam.
So
Google search now, but yeah.
Right. So if that song is on and somebody was like me and didn't recognize it by name, then it could be on their card and they wouldn't know. And to me, I want them to know. Otherwise, the game takes longer for one.
Right. Exactly. And the point is to let people win.
Is third Duke the same as the Duke of Earl? Are they talking about the same person in different songs?
I believe not, but they could be.
Everybody's all about that Duke.
All about that Duke. Yep. So as I've told
Baron.
As I've told the venues, I'm like I'm not trying to stump anybody, and it's not cheating to tell them what it is because it's not putting a song on the card that isn't there.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's like, don't tell them that 3 + 4 is 7. Like, if you're playing, like, math bingo, right? Like, if they're too stupid, they can't do their own math, you have to let them lose. Like, yeah, okay, I'm with you.
Right.
I don't know if there's a math bingo, but throwing that out there.
I suppose that would be a good way to learn math. It would be like a flashcard, like flashcards back in the day, but a more fun.
I think maybe that is where I learned it. Like, I think it very much has a classroom feeling to it. Or somebody explained how they were teaching math in a classroom. I was like, hella cool. Bingo. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, cool. So they get it there and people get to listen to it. And you're right. Like, that's what trivia is for, not knowing a song. You're doing something different where everyone gets to play. They listen to songs, clips of songs. And if it's on their card, they get to hit the stamper thing. Great winners and losers. A pool of losers are upset and want to win, so they play some more.
Exactly. And there was only 1 or 2 occasions back where I was doing it where somebody got grumpy that other contestants, other players were using Shazam. Like, they're using Shazam. Like, yeah. Well, they can't do that. Yeah, they can, because one, I'm not a cop. We're not playing for cash, and it doesn't put a song on the card that isn't there. So
right, yeah, they're gonna like write in, I Shazam the song, and then I changed my card. I stole somebody else's card.
Right.
Or Yep. They can't win that way.
Right. That's why they call it Shazam. They say Shazam and then zap, it goes right on the card when it wasn't there before.
That's the true secret.
Really cool.
Yeah, the Shazam tool.
It's deluxe bingo when you do it.
Yeah, if we could play in a completely digital world, those things could happen for us anytime we want it.
Yeah.
You said you've been going to some baseball games and catching some music live. What have you been seeing?
Let's see. Not much. Those are just things I like to do. I just haven't been able to do much of it since I've been here. I did go to a Diamondbacks game, the baseball team out here. What was it, end of July?
I don't know if we talked about this. I'm from Arizona. It's so weird you mentioning all this. Like, the Arizona Republic was competing with the newspaper that was in my town because people wanted, like, the big city news, and we were, like, the smaller college town. And so I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I know that. Yeah. Then, of course, that. So.
Was it the Flagstaff Times or
the Flagstaff Times? It was the Daily Sun. I don't know what it's called now. It was a big deal to me because I delivered the Daily Sun, and the Arizona Republics were also, people also got that. Felt a little like betrayed. But anyway, I forgot to call out that the Diamondbacks were a baseball team because I grew up with the Diamondbacks. I think I remember when they were the Cardinals before, and only because it was a big deal. And maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's like a whole different league or something.
True, different sport actually. The Cardinals
was it football team? Oh, it was football. Yep. Yeah.
And then the Diamondbacks came later in '98.
Gotcha. Is there no football team in Arizona now?
There is. They were playing in Tempe, and then they moved to Glendale. So they're still here, just further away from me than they would have been.
Is it still the Cardinals?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and so
I was thinking
the Diamondbacks came.
I was thinking, gee, they're local.
A team in '98. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh, you're fine. And I was thinking, oh wait, I got a team I can sort of adopt and go to a game now and then. But I didn't realize Glendale's an hour away.
Yeah.
And before I moved out here and I was up near Toledo, I had tickets for the Lions, and that was an hour away. And I thought, oh, I'll be closer now. Nope, I'm not.
Oh, gotcha. Because the Lions are in Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
still,
So you're living in the same city, or a city that's supposed to be considered whatever the larger metropolitan area. You're like, oh god, it's still an hour away.
Yeah. Yep.
How was the game?
Not great. They lost. I've been to, between this year and last, I've been to 3 games and they've lost all of them. So I'm gonna go next week and hope that changes. I have brought Kokomo to a couple of them, and he has not helped, evidently.
Is he bad luck for them, or he's just like trash talking the whole time, or like what?
You have to pay for an extra seat.
Maybe he is bad luck because they haven't won when he's been there.
Man, is he like the Chicago's GOAT? But not in the good way, kids. We're talking about the actual GOAT. The man.
Yeah, cool. He might be. Yeah, he's becoming that. Now I have to really think, geez, do I want to bring him again? I should just keep bringing him until they win, and then it'll change everything.
That should break it. Or you should take Kokomo and make him into a stew. I think that's what
Oh, shit. Maybe somebody else would do that.
I mean, it might. We shouldn't let it get out too much. I guess that Kokomo might be the GOAT. So speaking of Kokomo, I know he's a friend of yours. Is he stopping by tonight at some point? I should have assumed that you guys would show up together because, of course, you're not even maybe in the same spot. So.
Yeah, I had thought about it, and then I forgot that we're not on camera, so I'm like, well, that would be kind of dull. and I'm actually wearing a shower cap right now, which would not help things.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds sexy as hell.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, good for you.
Yeah, it's a dry scalp situation. I put it on and I was like, oh damn it, I got the call. That's not ideal. Wasn't thinking.
Right. Oh yeah.
I could put it on Kokomo. That could be fun, but.
Yeah, I was gonna give him some time if he wanted to. I'd put the video up of him in the corner so that he would be on camera with Jack. That was kind of the idea. But if he's busy, if you're busy, I totally get it. That's we could
sorry about that
at some other time. So you said one of the things you like to watch a lot, and I want to know how far back this goes for you, is the Twilight Zone, because also I know there's a couple big fans on this show of that show.
I thought there might be. I was trying to think of when that started for me and how old I would have been. I'd have to say single digits, like 7 or 8 probably, like afternoons in the summer and syndicated reruns. But yeah, probably kindergarten, first grade, somewhere in there.
So you've been watching
I just remember it.
Too?
What's that?
You've been watching it all that time too, like pretty consistently through the years?
There's been a few gaps. I think there was a gap where it wasn't on in the afternoons, or I wasn't home on the afternoons, and then it came on at like 11 at night some year when I was older, like in my teens, and then it went away.
The Rod Sterling one, not the remake 90s version.
Right.
It's equally good. I think there's a later more recent one with Whitaker on it. Is his last name Forrest Whitaker? I think host.
Yeah.
The newest
Yeah,
Twilight Zone.
I thought it was. I thought it was Jordan Peele.
Oh, there was another one with Jordan Peele. Yes.
Yeah. So is there two of them? Am I confusing? Those two are very different actors. I know who both of them are, but I might be confused though. Let me just look it up real quick to see who's Twilight. But you're still talking about the classic Twilight Zone, right?
Right, and then there was one in the '80s that was on Friday nights. I got into that one too. That was a little cornier, but still good.
A little corny.
For the most part. But yeah, the only one I really watched a lot of and really was into and still am into is the Rod Serling version.
So, what would you say your favorite episode is? Like the one that you go back, like whenever it comes up, you're like, oh yes. Okay, there definitely is a Jordan Peele. Twilight Zone. So that you're correct. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, that was the most recent one.
Most recent one. I haven't seen that one actually.
It was weird. It came out of like nowhere. I almost feel like it's a parody in some other movie if it's not an actual movie. That my brain's like it got tricked into putting in the wrong place. But no, there's a Forrest Whitaker Twilight Zone.
Yeah, was that early 2000s maybe with that
2002,
one?
Yeah. Okay. And Joe, you said that you knew that. But then also I needed to like confirm like somewhere outside.
Oh, for sure.
Be like, all right, so yeah, I believe you. And then also let's take a double check just to double check.
Totally. I get it.
And so yeah, because I was like, dang, dude. Because I do remember the Jordan Peele one. Actually, that one was really fun. It was fun to zip through. It felt very classic. And then they took some really fun twists also, so it kind of had a Black Mirror feeling to it. He's just a really good writer. I mean, you can really just, he knows how to play with ideas, intention, and break it. But anyway, so Rod Serling, his series, there's a bunch of them. How long was it on for?
Oh, what was it? It started, I think, at the end of 59 and went through 64, I think.
Okay.
4 seasons, right, so 5 seasons. I think it was 5 seasons.
That's a lot shorter than I was expecting. The Mr. Bean episode has that kind of same thing, where you feel like you've seen like years and years of Mr. Bean, but it turns out there's only like 3 seasons of it or something like that. It's very, very small.
Yeah, and it helped too that back then seasons were like 30 episodes or something.
That is true, and then also it's a sketch show, so there's a lot of little sketches in there. So you see a lot of Mr. Bean. There's a lot of adventures he's been on in one period of time. But yeah, so and that's the case with the Rod Serling show too, right? That Twilight Zone it has like 30 episodes per season.
Yeah, about that. And there were some that were an hour long, like a handful, maybe 5 to 10, and then the rest were a half hour.
So we're talking in 5 years, 150 episodes. So that's a fair amount.
Yeah,
that's a fair amount. Of content. Yeah.
Yep. And I couldn't pick a favorite for a long time. I knew there were some I like, some I don't like, and over time, I've developed maybe 5 or 6 that I like best, and I think the one that stands out as the favorite is called Third Planet from the Sun.
Okay.
With John Lithgow.
That came later.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
What's the premise of Third Rock from the Sun?
Third Planet from the Sun is a.
The premise of Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah, the one where with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Right. Opening premise is they show these workers coming out of a chemical plant, some kind of defense industrial military complex. These workers coming out discussing a pending apocalypse, saying, "Oh, war is coming! You can smell it in the air," and it carries on. They're planning this escape from the planet with this spaceship, and they get caught. And there's a climax of getting them trying to get to the ship so they can leave the planet. And when the spoiler alert coming, 60 years later, And when the final scene, they're on the spaceship, they're charting their course and saying, "Yep, there it is. That's where we're headed. It's called Earth." So that was the twist ending. You thought they were leaving Earth the whole time, and it turned out they were on another planet going to Earth.
That's it. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Aaron, you've ever seen that episode?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think what I've always liked about it.
You're Twilight.
What I've always liked too, was the paranoia of it. It did a really good job of capturing
war.
Yeah. I think it modeled the Cuban. Well, I'm guessing it modeled the Cuban Missile Crisis. I didn't live through it, but and there's a lot of funky camera angles that are used.
Like how?
And a lot of the shots are like they did a really good job of conveying the fear and because there was somebody from the company who was onto something. He suspected they were plotting something, and he comes by their house at night, and they've got these plans written out, and they've got to hide them. They flip them over so he can't read them, and he's getting close to grabbing it out of their hand, and they really convey the tension of the fear in the room of getting busted. So that over time, that's what really dawned on me.
Yeah, it's good writing.
Yes. Oh, and I just remembered the other one. I guess it depends on the day between these two, because they're so different in their vibe, but they're equally good. And that is a game of pool.
Okay. What's the premise of a game of pool?
Well, there's this game of pool.
Okay, so billiard.
It's in a billiard hall.
Good.
Yeah. It's in a billiard hall, and it is such a brilliantly stripped down display of acting.
Okay.
And when I say
okay.
Yeah, it's just one room, two actors, and really good dialogue.
So theatrical. That's fantastic. Where do people get away with that?
2 stars, Jack Klugman and Jonathan Winters.
Okay.
And if you're a fan, I've always been a fan of Johnny Depp because he's so his face is so readable. He does so much with his face. And Jonathan Winters, to me, has always been a master of that. And just watching his face in this episode, there's not a single wasted. You get the sense everything he's doing with his face is with purpose and intent.
Right, you're acting, you're doing the thing completely, right? That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's close-ups and there's not close-ups, and it's just every movement, every tick of the face, and maybe that just means I've seen it too many times, but it really stood out.
Especially in camera work, because so much of it can be mid shot or a close up. You don't get to work with your body. It all has to be expression. Right. And so you're right. That's you're talking not early on in cinema, but this
there was a explosion on Earth, and he finally had time to read.
Oh yeah, doesn't he? He breaks his glasses or something.
He breaks his glasses at the very end.
And all he wanted was people to go away.
All he wanted was people to go away, and so we could read his book.
Yeah, exactly. He just wanted to read his books, and it's like, fuck that guy for wanting to read his books.
Right?
Fuck him. We live in a society.
Tiny bit of time. We live in a society.
Yeah, actually, we do. That like people exist together for a reason, because if you just want to talk commerce, you have nothing to sell to anybody if there's no people.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I was going to say that episode too, and the one thing that it always made me think of when I watch that episode is that, like, the way that you live your life has importance, because it's like, like, you can live your life however you want, and this guy just was the way that he was, but it's like, if this is like how your life is going to end up, it's like, you know, if your life really is just like up to some random chance circumstance that could just like fuck you forever, and you're just like fucked forever, which that is an unfortunate thing that could happen to anybody. I mean, you could be in a cave and get stuck upside down and you can't get out and you're just going to starve to death. I mean, if you were going to be tortured for like the however much longer you had to live to not be able to do anything that you wanted to do, wouldn't you have rather lived your life in a way where you had memories with other people, where you could like at least be like, man, that was great when I fucking went out with so-and-so and we saw that, instead of being like, I am finally free of everyone that ever pissed me off, and now I'm like,
Did I lose you again?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Damn it.
That was a pretty good rant that you got for yourself.
Sorry. How far did I get?
You want? Yeah, just start from the beginning. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
So what's
my phone in the house? I'm just like, maybe my phone was like, to hell with you. This is boring. Saying that to me. Okay. All right. So, what was the last question? And I'll pick it up.
What is it that keeps him in the house?
That keeps him.
What's keeping them in the house? Because you said it's two people it's just one shot with them.
Okay, so why the set is just the scene, the whole show is in that one episode.
Yeah.
And just because it's after hours, Klugman's character is practicing at the pool hall after it's closed. Okay. And he wishes, and you caught where I said that he said he would give anything for a match.
No.
To play him one time. Okay. Fats Brown is this legend, and he's talking to his picture on the wall. He said, I would give anything for one game against him, because I know I'm the best. I know I can beat him. Oh, interesting. And then, so Jonathan Winters, the dead character, comes down, Fats Brown comes down and says, yep, I'm at your service. What do you need? And he says, you said you would give anything. Well, what's anything? Would you, if you win, and he laid the stakes down, said, if you beat me, you live, and if I beat you, you die. So
they both be dead, or is like the pool guy coming back to life, or is it just ghost?
No, it was just Klugman betting on his own life.
Okay, I got you. Okay, live or die. Got
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Live or die, man. So Fats was already dead and was going to stay dead, but he would no longer be the best.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So the part I was explaining with, me getting into comedy, it was like the whole. Now, obviously, I wouldn't bet my life on getting laughs, but watching this play out as I was kind of struggling internally to get up the moxie to do what I thought I wanted to do, it was oddly inspirational. Yeah.
That is so interesting that's the conversation you were having with yourself while we were having the same conversation about Twilight Zone over here. That the idea behind it was that, you know, if you only have one life to live, and you're gonna die suddenly at one point, you would want to have memories of like good times that you spent with people. Right. So it's like inspirational for like you wouldn't necessarily bet like your life on it. And that's an interesting thing about the Twilight Zone series is that they seem dark and mysterious, but they always have this like glimmer of hope about life itself.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
So does the pool hall episode? It's them playing pool, but the stakes are now you live or you die, and he's playing against the ghost, and that's how it plays out.
Right. And then
okay. I like that. So it's just dialogue and the tension of the table. Oh,
right. And that explains why Jonathan Winter's facial expressions were so so riveting and so important, because in the end, Jonathan Winters misses a shot and leaves Klugman up just a gimme shot to win it all, and with no words spoken, just his face, you can tell that Jonathan Winters like totally is kind of giving it to him just out of pity, and says, this guy's too pathetic to waste my time on. Let him be the best. Let him get what he wants. I'm over this. And that, like, it's totally right there in Winter's face. And the more I think about it, like what I'm saying about Jonathan Winter's face, Klugman was equally readable with his hands. Like his hands, his arms, his whole body movement conveyed a lot of his motivation.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So if you ever watch it, it's 22 minutes of your life. It really, like, it's such a small place and a small thing, but the grandeur is there in the details.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true. Jack? Oh, you just agreed?
I feel like just wrote a book report. This is great.
Yeah, I was just saying, I love that. The grandeur is in the details. I mean, I love it when paying attention to something gives you, a reward.
Mm-hmm. And I was watching it pretty religiously on MeTV, which is, if you don't know MeTV, it's basically what digital antennas give you, like it's sub channels on local programming. And it came on at like 12:30, I think, back in Toledo, and it was just my routine, my go to bed routine to go and watch it. And now I've moved out here and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So I'm like, I mean, and it had run its course. I was to the point where I'd be 10 seconds in and be like, oh, I hate this one. This one bugs me.
Have you ever watched Pluto? Because to me, Pluto TV is like basically MeTV, but just like the internet.
True. Pluto TV is pretty good.
And I know of it, but they would come up with Pluto where it's right there at your fingertips whenever you want it. That's a slippery slope. I don't need it.
Oh damn! Scared of that, dude.
That is.
And Pluto TV is now Pluto TV is only now a dwarf type TV station. So.
Yeah. Dude, I was using Pluto TV to watch fucking Dick Van Dyke Show reruns. Like, I watched several seasons of the Dick Van Dyke Show, just like every night going to bed. Just
it's sketches, right?
That's like crack to me. Dick Van Dyke Show?
Yeah, or is it a sitcom? Or like
it's a sitcom. It was like one of the first like modern sitcoms, I would say.
Oh,
yeah,
I kind of formed the structure of it. I've been avoiding it because I definitely thought it was like who was Lucy Ball, or she had she was doing like a sketch show. They were good. There's some. It's not Lucille Ball. It's another. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. Maybe.
I know what you're thinking about. Yeah. Who just said that? Carol Burnett.
What's it?
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Forgive me for forgetting Carol Burnett's name, because of course I can see her face and I can hear her voice.
Carol
but
Burnett.
I'm like, whenever those are So, and she's great. But like I watched so much of her show. I'm like, okay, it's sketch, and so I'd avoid the Dick Van Dyke Show because I assumed it was the same thing. I didn't realize it was a sitcom. Yeah. So I missed
not
out.
not quite. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
fun. Because he is fun, Dick Van Dyke. I bet he was fun as a young actor too, because he's such a physical comedian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a show I stumbled on too that I knew about for years but never watched it. It just wasn't on to my knowledge where I was watching, and then MeTV came along and I found it there weekly. Like there's back-to-back episodes on Sunday night, and if I was home and not doing anything, like say during a pandemic, that's where I stumbled on that. Same with Hogan's Heroes. I remember a friend of mine growing up, his brother loved Hogan's Heroes reruns, and I just said, "Oh, okay, they're in a camp or a prisoner of war camp. Where's the humor here?" So when I saw it was on, I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to sit here and find out what the appeal is," and then I finally got it. I'm like, "Okay, it's still not awesome, but at least I get it now."
It's still not great. But.
Yeah, I mean, it had its moments. It was okay, but
yeah.
It's very cartoony, that one.
I've gotten accused of writing a cartoony sitcom, which I'm going to be editing this weekend, actually. I'm getting a 4-day weekend. I'm going to do the final cut for Detective Brooks, if anybody is looking. On the Wigwags channel, it's going to be all 10 episodes, put all back to back. So you get the whole entire story. If you've been waiting for it, it's going to be the director's cut. So I'm excited about it because I'm going to go back to the original footage, recut it the way that it should be cut, and then you can watch it. I think it's about 22 minutes, something like that. We'll see what it comes up to be. It wasn't necessarily intentional, but Aaron, I know you're excited.
Yeah. He's 20% excited.
20%, as much as he can be excited for that. That's Hogan's Heroes. So what I'm saying is there's room for that. People love that sort of camp, as silly as it is. And you said you also like SNL because you enjoy the camp.
Yeah.
What SNL what era of SNL we're talking here? Because there's a bunch of them.
Pretty much all of it. I'm trying to think of if there was a time I was just really not on board. There were a couple of years somewhere in the 2000s where it wasn't like me saying, "Oh, I'm not watching this." I just didn't get around to watching it very much. But I mean, as long as I can remember, like I don't know which year exactly, but late 70s.
Okay. Way back.
And I wish I could remember exactly when, but it was. I mean, I remember watching when Aykroyd was still there and talking about 3 Mile Island and Jane Curtin. I had a crush on Jane Curtin as a little one, and so
Jane Curtin was hot.
Yeah, yep. And my parents, obviously, I mean, I don't know what possessed them to let me stay up to watch it, because had I missed it, I wouldn't have known any different. I wouldn't have complained. But somehow they must have been up and said, "Oh, there's a kid," and the catch lines and everything I was repeating. Me and my brother would watch it, and me and my friends would watch it, and it was just Saturday night. That's what we did.
Nice.
And even the seasons that people, there was that one year where Gilbert Gottfried was there and Johnny Rocket, where that was the year where all the Not Ready for Prime Timers, the originals, all left, and they were left with just crap cake. Now that year, I don't remember watching it, and it might be because that's where Johnny Rocket threw an F-bomb on the air, and I wonder if my parents knew about that and just said, "Well, that's done."
That's crazy.
But the following year, I remember watching it.
I must have missed this. Who is Johnny Rocket? That's the name of the actor?
That was the performer's name. Yeah, okay. He was. I want to say it was during the newscast. Yeah. Right. I think the first name was Johnny, but it was something Rocket. And Gilbert Godfrey was there, and I forget the lady's name, but she was a blonde who played. I don't know if you remember the HBO show Dream On.
Johnny Rocket is a chain restaurant, and Charles Rocket was an American actor.
Charles Rocket.
Saturday Night Live. Okay.
Charles Rocket.
Charles Rocket. Yes.
He plays
Chuck
a villain
Rocket.
in Dumb and Dumber. So.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
That's Charles Rocket?
I forgot about that.
Oh,
I had no idea
my
who we were
God,
talking
Charles Rocket! Holy fucking shit! Yeah, of course I know who this is. I just never knew his name. You're talking about like someone,
exactly.
the bad guys, like the cheesy bad guys from the 90s.
bad guy from Dumb and Dumber? Hell yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah. God, I forgot that.
So he was on it, and he was on SNL.
Yeah. Until he got himself kicked out by saying fuck.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like, sorry,
the
Jack.
80s. No, I'm sorry. I'm just going to own right now that it is wild that there was ever a time that people were weird about people saying, like, fuck or shit. Like, you should just, like, talk to your kids about not saying those words because they're curse words. Like, you don't say that in mixed company, but, like, we being weird about people hearing it, it's just, like, I can't believe there was a time like that. Even though I lived through it. I lived through the time when I was weird, and it's just, like, that's just wild. It's like, it's anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah. That is wild. As a tie-in, Charles Hunter was in the Third Rock from the Sun episode, which you would expect because that's in 2001, where he's just taking out work because he's a recognizable face. He's in the X-Files.
Oh, wow.
He's on Voyager.
Nice.
He's just got that face. He's in Type AE, although it doesn't matter because it's animated.
Very reminds me of Rob Lowe a little bit in the face.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm remembering
just like inflate Rob Lowe a little bit.
Yeah, like a heavier, roided up Rob Lowe.
Heavier roided.
And I'm remembering now, it wasn't during the newscast, but it was during sign off, like at the end of the show.
Okay, so this is the same era of SNL where It's Pat comes out.
Where what comes out?
Yeah, the movie It's Pat. The movie.
I'm not sure.
So It's Pat comes out in 1994. Does that seem like the same time period that he's on?
No, because it seems like he was on more in the 80s, and that I think the Pat era was like the late 80s, early 90s.
It's Pat. Okay.
It's Pat.
Yeah, it was like 10 years before that. Or not quite that long, but yeah, this was 80-81 season or 79-80.
Oh, that far back. Wow. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his IMDb, so I should just be able to look it up as I'm getting down to it. He's on Saturday Night Live in the 80s. Okay, so his career starts with him getting kicked off Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which is pretty cool, honestly.
Oh my God. That's not a career of it. I didn't realize. I had to go all the way down to find that. Oh, you guys, that's hilarious. I didn't even realize that's what it was leading up to. Oh my God.
Yeah. And that was the bridge between the original cast and basically the Eddie Murphy years.
Yeah.
And it was after that year they weren't even sure, because that was like the fifth of the 5-year term that it was originally supposed to run. So there was question on whether it was even going to come back. And like all the writers were gone.
For like SNL for like off and on for a long period of time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think Lorne Michaels had to beg and plead, and they cleaned house after that.
In Minecraft.
And I think Piscopo and Eddie Murphy came in after that. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Tim Kazurinsky, Brad Hall. That's when I really remember just watching a lot. That was Eddie Murphy. Between Eddie Murphy and Piscopo, it kind of saved the show, and that's also why they kind of were in every sketch. They got really kind of overused, and the rest of the cast was just like also rans, but they were still really good.
What kind of comedy does Eddie Murphy do on SNL? Because I also had missed all of that era. Like, I think I was vaguely aware of it, but I don't think I watched any of it. What kind of sketches is he doing? That's the mid 80s, right?
Early to mid 80s, yeah. Yeah, like 81 through 84, I think.
I mean, Eddie Murphy is. I'm sorry to interrupt you, man. I'm sorry.
It was a general question.
Yeah, it was his impressions, characters were really. It was a mix of between impressions and just his own characters, and it was really just a
this
firecracker.
is his career then. Okay, I got you. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because that's
and
where his.
He was only 22, 21, 22.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. And still,
and he's credited with saving SNL. Like he's pretty much.
I'm like, dang, dude.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, like his humor and his comedy is credited with like bringing SNL out of that like slump of that early era when the big mainliners left and a new cast showed up. Like, and that's why he got so pissed in the mid '90s when. Like they made fun of him on SNL. He got so pissed because it was like the thing that he helped save was like now hitting him when he was down, and he got real pissed about that.
Right. Yeah. And the writers got a lot better. Like I think he started as a feature performer during that crappy year, and then the following year they brought in other performers and other writers. So his rise really paralleled the new writers too, because they knew what to do with him, and I think he did some writing too. And it got
writing
real good, real sharp,
premises and running the bit. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, the history of SNL is really interesting to look at as far as like long-term live comedy, because. It makes sense when it first comes on because it's basically what's happening in theaters all over across the country is this kind of like sketch shows that go up. And so it's capturing that. And then somehow they continue to translate that into the modern age, but it doesn't feel anachronistic, like displaced in time. You know what I mean? Like it's their formula hasn't changed, and yet it's still, you can watch it today.
Right. Yeah, there's elements about it that are timeless, and then elements of it that have had to keep up with the times. Obviously, because otherwise it would become antiquated real quick if they weren't careful.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying that they're sticking to the same characters. What I'm talking about is how they're doing like the presentation of the format of a live show, as if you were in the theater audience.
Yes.
That's the thing that to me that's so interesting about SNL, is because nobody's actually having that experience anymore, or very few people are having that experience anymore, unless you stay in a big city or near.
That's true.
I guess that's not nobody, because that's most of the population of the United States. So everyone but me is having that experience. So basically nobody can.
There's a lot of void being filled in, though. That the show is filling in.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, the cinematography has gone up, of course, especially when they cut to like video sketches. You were talking about the Lonely Boys coming on to SNL, and like what they brought to it, because they were doing those before, and they got a budget, and writers back them up.
Right, and there are some some of the old heads have complained about all these digital shorts and everything, but they forget that Albert Brooks was making short films back in the first season. It's not new.
Yeah, I mean, also I
TV
Funhouse. Sorry,
TV Funhouse.
That too.
What is that?
The ambiguously gay duo.
Robert Smigel, right?
Oh, that's Robert Smigel. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun with real audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Mr. T one was really cool.
Yeah, they had some good
fun thing with the show all along. Yeah, I definitely seen that too. I remember, older episodes having those cutaways too. It gives it is done in front of a live audience. So it gives a chance the set a chance to get reset, costumes change, makeup
Mhm.
applied, and that's perfect. They use commercial breaks for that as well, so they can do the next sketch.
Yep.
Aaron was talking about he got to see Weird Al, and he was, of course, Weird Al threw up videos between songs so he could go, set and costume change.
Yep.
Probably not set.
Same idea.
At least pieces. Yeah. A comedy show.
Yep. People forget about Mr. Bill too.
No.
Oh right, yeah, of
never
course.
make me forget about Mr. Bill, dude. Mr. Bill's fucking best. Man.
You must
Love
always,
Mr. Bill.
at all times, remember Mr. Bill, the animated claymation man.
Pour one out for Mr. Bill.
Definitely
Whoa.
pouring off Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
Dude, Mr. Bill's taken so much pain for us, like our amusement.
I think I remember some commercials with Mr. Bill, like something. I feel like he got to do like some advertising work.
Jack, do you think you can summarize what Mr. Bill is about?
So Mr. Bill is basically about the idea from the 70s. We introduced ideas and like adventures through the use of puppetry. Mr. Bill is a little 70s style like gingerbread kind of puppet, like claymation puppet, but like he's like flat. He's like a flat claymation puppet that doesn't animate in claymation. He's just made of Play-Doh. And he's very sweet. He has a very sweet voice. Mr. Bill is. Let's see if I could do like a Mr. Bill. Like he's not that dumb sounding. Like he just sounds like very innocent and like he's that. There you go. How did that exactly?
That's awesome.
It's
dude
kind of like Mr. Hanky without the lisp.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
I'm with you. Okay, so probably a tribute, Mr. Hanky.
Yeah, and Mr. Bill gets into very like reasonable circumstances and very unreasonable, wild things happen to him, like getting burned alive, crushed, torn apart, slowly torn apart, shredded, cut to pieces. Mr. Bill suffers very greatly.
Wow.
It's for our amusement too. Like, I mean, he'll literally just be, and like just gets completely fucking stomped on, crushed. People don't notice him and kill. Just, I mean, terrible things happen to Mr. Bill, and it's hilarious.
That is awesome. On that,
at least
I'm
it's supposed to be.
Real quick. Thank you for the description, Mr. Bill. Fantastically. Now I know who that guy is and all that he's about. But just to talk about that, this is a Cox and Space podcast, and we're here on Drawing with Jack as we're working on page 3. As Luna is doing her big debut and whispering to Richard Cox to meet her in his dressing room, which we're gonna get to on page 4. So we're getting to like mostly being inked. You can see all the images that exist here. There's a few more things that I'm sure Jack's looking at and details for sure. And I'm excited about it. But if you want to follow along, you can always go to our coxinspace.com, which is coxinspace.com, and join the Discord. We're here most nights of the week. You can check out the schedule when you get up there. And we have chats up, boards up, where we're talking about the art, the animation, the writing. And you can keep up with all of that. You just go to coxinspace.com. Also here on the show, on all these shows, we talk to interesting people about the interesting stuff that they do with their lives and with themselves. And if you want to do that, you can go to coxinspace.com, get our Facebook. I can get connected through Facebook, talk to Aaron Kozbial about the interesting things that you enjoy, and we will like to talk to you about them. Like tonight, we're talking about SNL and the Twilight Zone with Joe Morgan. Joe, do you want to shout out any of your socials that people can find you at?
Sure. You can find me. It's pretty basic. Joe Morgan. I don't know. I'm on Facebook somewhere. Just look up Joe Morgan Mesa. Joe Morgan. There's a ton of Joe Morgan. So Joe Morgan Mesa or Joe Morgan Temperance. I used to live there. And you'll see my face with a loaf of bread. I'm also on Instagram. Jomo works for you. So it's Jomo and then works with an X, the number 4, the letter U.
Gotcha.
On Instagram. I'm pretty embryonic on there. I'm trying to expand my Insta world. So say hi to me. I may or may not have an interesting response. That's also where Kokomo resides. We got him on Insta recently. Kokomo da Puppet, DA Puppet. Yeah, you can find Kokomo da Puppet on Instagram and also on Facebook.
Yeah, so you can figure out who it is, the secretive little dude. If you guys also want to help fund the show, you can do that by going to coxspace.com. Thank you, Joe. You can go to it and get connected with our Patreon. $5 a month is what gets you started and rolling with us, and gives you access to all of our hidden and early episodes, block content that's too spicy for YouTube, which with all the carnage we just described that happened to Mr. Bill in this previous section of the show, it might be trouble. It might be up on the Patreon sooner rather than later. We're also doing Secret Sundays. So every so often we'll get together and do a Chandler show on a Sunday with a good friend of ours. This upcoming weekend, I'm really excited, and Kozbial's really excited because we're going to get to hang out with Brian Williams. So I'm super stoked. It will be fun. He's a good friend of ours from way back and is always funny and good time to hang out with. I don't think 2 hours is long enough to hang out with him. We might need to do an extended show with him. But the cool thing about investing in Cox in Space is you get to become part owner, and then when the show pays out, you get a percentage of the show will pay out. So those are all the good things. We're always here, and if you're catching us on the YouTube, you can like and comment and share all the good things. If you feel those ways, you can also argue about the things that we talk about on the show. That's totally fine with me too. I might side with some people or disagree with all of you. Jack will block people as they come up and talk to me.
I hate you all. I hate you all. Don't talk to me.
You're like, please don't talk to me. Except for when he's streaming. Do you want to shout out now about your streaming? How did that go? Did you play some new games?
Yeah, not any new games, but I had a pretty good. I actually streamed before this. I did a stream for about 2 hours.
That's why you came in all stoked and ready to live, huh?
I mean, I'm mentally. I know I've talked to you guys about my job woes. They're just. It's. I mean, unfortunately, Cox in Space hasn't given me fuck you money, so I'm not able to
same for all of us so far.
Devote only time to this. So I'm working a day job, and that one's been it's been intense lately. So mentally taxed, but streaming is fun. I enjoy doing streaming. I enjoy spending time with people and showing people my gifts, my talents, or my ineptitude, whichever. Rocket League. Nice. Rocket League is kind of coming to the end of its 10th anniversary season right now. So there's a Twitch drop campaign through September 10th. If you just stream Rocket League, you can turn on the drops for your channel and use the tag drops enabled, and people can earn things in the game just from watching your stream. So I have that turned on, and I was doing that, and there are a few people that stopped by, and they were probably earning a little bit of stuff. I was only on for 2 hours, so if you watch from the very beginning, I think you could only earn 1 or 2 things, but a little bit of time extras. You got until September 10th, so it's pretty good. And I was able to win some ones games today. 1v1 in this game is extreme. Right. This game is very hard. Rocket League. It is a very hard game to play at a high level. So winning in ones, I'm ranked I think in the top 12% or whatever in the world, which is not that great. That means I'm numbered 450,000 in the world of that. But it's still high enough that there are the people that I play, they don't suck. They're they know what they're doing. They just aren't very consistent because I'm not very consistent. But it was good to win some games because I had lost a lot recently just because it's hard. It's hard to do well at that game.
And it is true. We've seen some examples on this show of people playing at a very high level, and it is very impressive. cars flipping upside down, landing on a ball, only to launch it from the very top of the dome into a goal. So I bet if there's players that are playing that can play at that caliber, you have to be putting in a lot of time to compete with the guys who are trying to compete with them, right?
I mean, you just can't put in. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to practice things that it may take. Like the people that are at the pro level, I mean, they are probably people that learn things very easily, very quickly. Some of the things in this game that you have to be able to do, I think, for somebody that doesn't have a gift at hand-eye coordination and learning quickly, it's going to take you a while to learn it because your body has to. Muscle memory is a huge part of it. I have to say.
No, that's why I see videos of Rocket League. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to play that game, because I just might like finger coordination, like dexterity and like coordinating movements, not great. Or learning something quickly and responding quickly. Like it's better if I have time to consider how to behave, what to do, organize some thoughts. But like knee-jerk reactions in a very fast game, I just know I won't do well. That's why I don't play shooters also. Like people will just come out and kill you. That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about gaming now is that they have like tools specifically to help train people in those kinds of things that didn't exist even like 10 years ago, that will really help you become better at making, say, like snap decisions, or help you, aim better with the mouse quickly, or
interesting.
help
How do you mean? You mean just like running that skill a bunch?
Exactly. Like there are trainers for shooters specifically that will,
no shit. Like, people have a career of training people to play FPS.
I mean, people sell games that are just FPS. Like they're just like shooter trainers, and there are actually communities that have sprung up that are like the people. They're not about being a pro at Call of Duty or Rainbow Six or Counter-Strike or anything like that. They're like about being a pro at the aim trainer app. So there's competitions now in the aim trainers, because they have leaderboards. So it's wild.
That's what? That's so meta, right? Like the competition.
But Rocket League. So
okay, I'm with you.
The thing about Rocket League, though, is that Rocket League, the skill set for Rocket League is very specific, because it's not about just aim. It's about, challenging and it's like, being able to hit the ball in like specific ways, like ball control, car control, split decision making, being able to get into flow state, defense, strategy. I mean, it's a lot at once, and it's about being able to do it all in like split second, like just being able to, I don't know, like make decisions in a split second and have them be correct. So for my money, Rocket League, even if you're not good at it, it's a great game for your brain, because it just like it keeps you just constantly thinking, like it challenges you to like be in constant stimulus mode, and to be comfortable reacting to that. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that seems like it would be, because you're using those neurons and keeping them fresh.
The way that it does that, it's very good to me. For some people, it may be distracting, and I understand that. They may want to play, The Sims or Factorio or, something else, and that's totally fine. I just think it's important to have something that challenges your brain and doesn't like let you just, be in autopilot all the time. Like,
right, facts. Where you can continue to level up. I think in a lot of ways, this project has been doing that for me, which is really cool. I mean, right now, obviously, I'm being super passive, just hanging out with y'all. But we do the writing, and then continue editing with it. And so 100%. Aaron, like I think you say this is your break from doing the normal things that you do.
My brain is definitely on break tonight.
Gotcha. This is 20%. And Joe, what is it? So, the thing that lets you take a break from just being the NPC in your life, what is that for you?
An NPC.
Yeah, you know how I was sort of summarizing Jack's thought, but I often think of myself that way. Like when you're in the service industry or you do a job, it's really just necessary to become an NPC. It's not about who you are as a person or what you want or where you're going or who you think you are, or, any of those things or what's happening outside that place. You exist solely for a function that a player character can interact with you to get a service achieved. Something along those lines. Um, so, oh my God.
Hard to say.
Well, I didn't. That was a surprise from the whole. Holy crap!
Sorry,
ladies and gentlemen,
Joe,
we have Kokomo. Okay, first, is Joe okay? For if he is,
he's
just
all right.
okay.
He's okay.
Okay, so all right, this wasn't like a hostage takeover or anything like that.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how Muppets wink, by the way.
Kokomo coming in hot. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think that we've all seen all the doll plots. There's a horror movie that's just strictly a wooden puppet doll. I think there's a couple Twilight Zone episodes about puppet dolls. Yeah, you know what I mean? And yeah, the more famous ones, of course, not really, but not about the puppet themselves, it's the doll. The Marionette series. You guys have seen this horror movie? Yeah. Kokomo, the spook.
Marionettes are creepy as hell. I don't trust them. I'm trying to get. Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So, what, Kokomo? Answer the big question. What's it for you that keeps you from being an NPC, in other people's lives?
Well, spending most of my time in a black sack helps.
Really?
I just keep to myself mostly, like the serial killers do.
I mean, that's kind of me too. If you want to get all meme about it, but or me right now.
Right.
You're pursuing your own pursuits in the black sack, Kokomo? Like you're doing your own thing in there, or
from time to time. It's dark, so I can't do much.
Like what do you do though? Like what's something that Kokomo does in the black sack?
Yeah, what's in the black sack?
I dance.
That's awesome. Where no one can see you dance, like no one's watching because no one can.
Yeah, exactly. He dances like no one can.
Nobody's watching ever.
Dude, that sounded sick. That sounded like poses.
It's like you hear a rustling in the middle of the night, and you're like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, honey. Oh, it's just Kokomo dancing in the sack.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it's a life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Kokomo, this is the first time that we've met. You want to give us like a brief history of where you come from, who your people are, what your ambition is.
I'm told I'm from Birmingham, England, just like Ozzy. Rest in peace.
Gotcha. Rest in peace, buddy. Although I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to be like stirring it up in hell. Wasn't that his goal?
Something like that.
Well, then I hope that he's stirring it up in hell.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot of work.
Right, yeah. He wouldn't quit, even after he's dead.
Right. But I don't know how to tell time, so everything's kind of fuzzy.
That's weird. So let me ask you this: when you go into Black Sack, do you just go into a timeless place? Is that what it's like for you, just like sleeping?
Pretty much, mostly, except when the dancing happens.
Okay, dancing and sleeping and dancing. You dance in your sleep.
It's a good life. It keeps me from getting hungry, see?
Oh, right. Okay, so it's like hibernation.
Sort of. Except they can't blink. That doesn't help. But that's where the black sack comes in.
Oh, I got you. So you need the black sack to keep all the light out, or you wouldn't be able to get any sleep.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. So let me ask you this. You seem sort of self-aware, which is cool.
Yeah.
You're made up of a collection of parts, right?
Are we all?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So at what point does the collection of parts stop being you?
I get this all the time.
Really? Okay. All right.
I guess when the head comes off.
Oh, that's fair. Right?
If I'm a torso, the torso's here and the head is over here, then I got bupkis,
No, Kokomo.
Right.
So, okay, fair. Because these are big questions, obviously. Do you know any famous? Puppets?
Well, I used to. I got kind of ostracized from the whole Muppet situation.
Ostracized?
I said some rather false color comments about Miss Piggy, and well.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Let's vibe on this a second. Jack, what do you line up, Miss Piggy?
Oh no, I'm just saying that'll do it. I mean, she'll blacklist you from the industry, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Miss Piggy is an abusive narcissist, and she really has a hold on.
I didn't say all that. I don't want to get blacklisted.
I'm not quoting you. This is me. These are the absolute facts, and this is not a joke. You might think this is a bit, and you'll be like, "Oh no, Skip's making a bit. He's making a bit of this point." No, but Miss Piggy needs to be stopped. I mean, like, Kermit needs to be freed.
Wow.
That's my stance on their relationship. And I think that Brittany has had her chance, and Kermit has been in like bondage for decades. The 70s?
Yeah.
I mean, that's 50 years that he's been like tied to her. And I don't know what she's got on him, but it's big. You know what I mean? Like, it's something big. So or he wouldn't stay, right? Like, Kokomo, what are your thoughts?
Well, Kermit got a bit of a coke habit from back in the day.
That's
not so much anymore. I hope to get clean.
Huge, and he's got to keep that secret because of his squeaky clean image. Yeah, of course. And now that Jim's dead, they got to keep that secret even harder.
Hard secrets over here about that.
Shit.
Yes. Yeah, but Piggy's got ears everywhere, so do be careful.
Oh shit! She's gonna have us taken care of just for knowing that.
Just for knowing that.
Possibly. Depends on the mood.
That's why I've been like I've held off for all this time of like just like taking a stance publicly is because Miss Piggy will. This is the thing about Miss Piggy is she will not hide a body. She will make you an example. And so you will be like cut up in ways that you have never imagined possible. Like when the crime technicians arrive after a Miss Piggy slaughterhouse, all of them, as soon as they arrive, puke. And they say, "This is the most horrific thing I have ever seen." And they are talking about the pile of puke and their collective diet as pigs, but also that one of their own would do this. Anyway, fuck the police.
That's scary, man.
Okay. That's what that was actually leading up to. Okay, you think that it's the cocaine thing? Do you think that people are ready to accept that Kermit could have had a habit previously and no longer does have one? I mean, it feels like he's outgrown it. Do you know anything about his situation currently?
Well, I know he gave that commencement address in May, although that wasn't really him. It was an imposter. You can tell from the voice. But at this point, it's kind of past the statute of limitations. Nobody cares.
Okay, yeah, okay. So he's.
I think they do care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta fall out. But it was. You all have a great rest of your night.
All right, take it easy, Aaron.
Feel better.
Peace out, Aaron. Feel better.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
Actually, I'm also getting a notification that for some reason my headphones the battery's dying and there's no way to plug them in without disconnecting the call. So I have a few more minutes as well. I was probably going to try to cap it off if we can at like the top of the hour. So we're kind of in like the last wrap up bit of the show.
He did it.
And
That works.
Jack, you
That
said you
works
wanted
for
to call
me.
it an early night. So
I did.
that works.
But I'm enjoying my time with Kokomo here. I mean,
For
Kokomo,
sure.
you're dishing the real like dirty tea, and
Yeah, I mean,
that's
for
what
sure.
I'm here for.
So we can go
Sorry.
unofficial,
Sorry.
and we can hang out post show. Which you guys, if you want to do, you can join us in the Discord. And that's the cool thing about joining us on the Discord is you get to be a part of the green room. We crack jokes before we get on the show. You can contribute to the conversation by asking questions in the chat, and then also you can catch up with us after the show and hang out. So yeah, those are all the options that you have to do. But Kokomo, do you have some thoughts on that you like to share on the secrets that we've just discovered, or anything that we would find shocking in general?
Not really, but it's pretty. It's a little scary. The power of Piggy. I mention her name, and then 2 minutes later, Aaron goes poof, gold.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is interesting. Maybe he just feels uncomfortable because he knows her power, but also maybe. Do you think that's was messing with the phone call the whole time? Is that Piggy has been trying to keep your voice silenced?
Maybe. I mean, your headphones are dying, aren't they? Someone's on.
Which is, I mean, they've been charging all day.
She's killing them. She's killing them headphones.
She's using probably
headphones. I guess are a warning.
Yeah,
headphones are a warning of sorts. Warning is hard to say.
She's draining the power, because I haven't used them. I started at the very beginning of this call, so it's been like just over an hour. They've been charging all day. They should last at least 6 to 8 hours. So it is strange that Miss Piggy is interfering with this. We're gonna call her out in the title that Miss Piggy has been interfering. That's owned by Disney though now, right? So we probably won't get to keep that up for very long.
That's what she said.
One quick request. Kokomo. Yeah, thanks. There you go. I didn't know you could smile, but there you are, smiling like you knew that was gonna land, and it did. So we'll have to make a backup
request.
Comment. What's that?
Sorry. One quick request, if I may.
No need to apologize.
My impression of the Brady Bunch. Thank you. When you get a chance, Carry on. Sorry.
Amazing.
That was fantastic. So you're a fan of the Devils?
Devils?
The Arizona State
Me?
Devils. Yeah.
Sun Devils, yes.
Oh, the Sun Devils.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're like, the Devils.
So what you're saying... yes, I forgot what I was wearing there for a minute.
I get it. I had to look down to see if I knew what shirt I was wearing, so I definitely empathize with that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm adapting quickly out here.
That's awesome. How are they doing?
Nothing yet. The first game is in 2 days. Starts about 48 hours from now, actually.
Right on. How do you think they're going to do?
Yep. Looking like a good team, though, from what I hear. Yeah. Not bad.
And how do they compare to the team that you liked previously?
We're Spartan fans, Michigan State, and we've been rather moribund the last few years. So I'm ready for a change.
Okay.
Little desert football. And I got to get to the Diamondbacks game. They keep losing on me.
That's what we heard. And that you might actually be the bad luck charm. Is that true?
It looks that way.
Oh, so you think so too? I didn't know. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. So you just got into a sport, but it seems like every time you show up, but they're winning otherwise.
Exactly. They've been okay, pretty average. But yeah, I'm basically that. Speaking of Brady Bunch, I'm Oliver, just like cousin Oliver that came to visit, and he was like a curse. Remember? Dorky child with blonde hair and glasses. Hey, you want a fun puppet fact?
Yeah.
The more I
Yes.
talk, the more my jaws hurt.
Ooh, that's not fun.
No, who knew?
I want your jaw to be okay.
Thank you. Why do you do this to me? Make me talk all day because I have a shower cap on. That's why.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Joe, you said that at the beginning. I forgot. What's it try you on? Kokomo. Man,
You could not have been
embarrassing your
on camera. Good luck living that down. That was shameful.
Right? That might be on the thumbnail with Miss Piggy. So,
Of course.
yeah.
Piggy got him too.
Yeah, exactly. The two of y'all. Jack, thank you so much for drawing tonight. It looks like we're really getting close to being finished. Like,
Yeah.
a few more details come on the side.
Yeah. It's I would say in the next session on Tuesday we're gonna start coloring for sure, at least a little bit.
What's up?
So definitely look for that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and bounce out myself right now, but definitely on Tuesday, look for the inking to be finished or nearly finished, and for coloring to start, and that will bring us to the very end. I would say we only have another week or two on this, and then we'll be on page 4.
This is awesome. We're wrapping up episode 3 at the same time, so it's just things are coming to a conclusion. It's very exciting. We will see you next week on Ground with Jack. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye, everybody.